Here we have a few cars for you to look at, about 10 of them in baseball. We're going to start off with Starlin Castro's Rolls-Royce Ghost, all white.
First thing that comes to my mind is expensive.
$300,000 price tag. I'm sure that's the base.
That's nice, and I'm sure. It's got to be top of the line everything. I mean, interior, exterior. That's pretty interior. That's plush for sure. That's something special. It goes with that gold chain that he's got on his wrist and his neck, though.
It all fits.
Yes, exactly.
Seemingly fits, and there you go. There's the side view. Tinted windows, looks sharp.
Yeah, got the door handles closed. So, one of those suicide doors that he has. I don't know if that comes stock or not. I'm sure it does with the Rolls-Royce. It's a classic car. They've been around for a long time, so they must be doing something right.
All right, so here we go. Johan Mankata. BMW i8, got his own logo, so he took out the BMW logo, put his own one in.
Wow.
Red accents all throughout.
The red and black is awesome. He's got good taste, the matte finish with the black, but he still keeps the shiny red in there. That's awesome. It's got a great stance to it. Like I said, BMW, it makes a good product. The M performance is great. Very sleek car, very new car. When that goes down the road, you're definitely gonna take notice.
You mentioned he has good taste in cars. This is one of his other ones, a Lamborghini.
Sweet.
So this one, he kind of did a little bit opposite.
Yeah.
First it's black and red, and now it's the white and red.
The white and the red, it goes well together. Lambo's always been a favorite car of mine. A great performance car. You strap another turbo to it, you can get up over 1,200 depending on if you got to change the computer out on it or not, and the full exhaust and throughout. But they're awesome cars. I enjoy the sound that they make more than say a Ford GT, or especially the new V6, they have the Ford GTs, but the awesome sound Lamborghini makes. Great car, so I guess he's got good taste in that manner.
Before you mentioned you would drive up to minor league park in your Mazda, just as any other minor league baseball player naturally would.
Sure.
If I saw this in a minor league parking lot, I would think that somebody got lost.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you.
But I guess if you have it and if you want to do it, they're free to do whatever they please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next one we have Yoenis Cespedes, his slingshot. This guy had a lot of attention in spring training.
He did.
He just not only has this one, but he's got the other one too.
Yeah.
Red and black, and blue and black.
I've heard he's went through a couple clutches. What I've heard that. Because I saw him driving it in one day and he was slingshotted. But no, they're neat cars. I mean, the gray and red is really cool. Out of all the cars that we've shown, if 50 years ago you showed this to a Chevy or a Ford or realistically any American-made manufacturer and said this is what's going to be, driven and 50 years, they probably say, well, there's got to be flying cars too, because this thing is out of the ordinary, really something unique. You want to talk about turning heads, it definitely does. So, and to have two of them, 2 and 3 layers of icing on the cake. So,
next, Alcides Escobar, chrome gold.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I would necessarily do that to mine. And I think all these cars, you look at the lineup and that's head turners. Something that's different, something that stands out. Just as much as we compete on the field, we compete off the field for attention and for not look at me, but realistically it is. You have to stand out in this game to be able to be noticed and to stick around. So we definitely play the game on and off the field. So performance-wise, pretty cool car, and looks-wise, definitely gonna stick out.
This might be one of my favorites. Carlos Gonzalez, this black matte Lamborghini.
Yeah. Now this is one of the nice ones, the ones, in my opinion, the ones that if you're gonna spend 200, you might as well spend 600. I think it's an Aventador, if I am not mistaken. And it's matte black. I mean, that thing is sleek as it gets. I like this. This is probably my favorite car out of all of them as well. Top performance car. Car's gonna get down the road. Super nice inside.
It's as close to a Batmobile as possible too, I feel.
100%.
From the speed to the look,
for sure.
Everything, the sharpness.
The stance, it just has a great stance to it. Black on black, like I said, tinted windows, everything's just sleek. Oh, wait a second, I might not have a new favorite.
There we go.
Now, who's this?
You may try to end up going out and buying one of these after this interview, but this is a Chevy Bel Air.
Okay.
Jose Iglesias.
It's awesome. It's relatively stock. You got the big white walls, convertible top. Lambos are great. Gold-plated Range Rovers are great. but this is a piece of American history, something that's never going to go out of style. It really is a driving piece of art that the lines will never be duplicated. It's just a beautiful thing.
All right, Matt Kemp, here's his G-Class. Starting price on these is $120,000.
Yeah. It's AMG, I'm sure. He probably didn't get the lower G-Wagon.
I don't ever know how I feel about spending that much money on a Jeep, though. That's the only thing that I have a hard time wrapping my mind around.
For sure. That's kind of where I am. What I would really love is like an old C10, step-side C10, and there's a lot of really nice ones out there, but, you know, the really nice ones that are, you know, say they have, you know, a Z06 chassis, transmission, everything is as nice as it comes, brand new with, you know, say it's 71 or whatever it may be, C10, and they want 120 grand for it. It's hard for me to sit there and say, I'm going to spend 120 grand on a truck. The AMG performance of Mercedes is tremendous. It gets on down the road. It has a great sound, and at the same time, your family of 4 can be in it. So I like it. I don't know if I can spend that much on a Jeep, but pretty neat.
Oh, Drew Thornton's Nissan GTR.
Nice.
This one got a lot of attention back in 2012. He says he doesn't take it on the road with him, especially when he plays in cities like Washington, D.C., because of the potholes, so you don't want to get flat tires or whatever it may be. But this is one of the sharpest looking cars, and I would say maybe the more economically efficient Batmobile than Carlos Gonzalez's Lamborghini.
Oh, for sure. Horsepower to weight ratio, all-wheel drive, horsepower for price. Oh, baby. I mean, you get more bang for your buck, realistically. I think Corvette is more bang for your buck, but GTRs, like I said, all-wheel drive off the line. It's one of the fastest cars in the world. And then, like I said, then you go and you put a matte black with the blue accents. You got the blue, blue accents around the rims. It's done really well, to be honest with you. It's done really well. This picture, even better. You know, you got the dark clouds on top. You got it's a really cool, cool setup. And like I said, I'm a fan of GTRs now and in the past.
Justin Verlander's Ferrari, he's known for having a pretty big car collection.
Yeah, he does.
This is one of them.
Yeah. Ferraris are awesome. I'm not a huge fan. The performance is awesome. I think you either got like Lambos or like Ferraris. Lambo and Ferrari's always had a huge rivalry ever since Lamborghini was made. So I think either you like one or the other.
Which is why you got the other.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. You got the coupe, you got the top you can take off. The orange, I'm not sure what's written on the front, but I like the orange color. That's going to pop.
Now, the next car that I'm going to show you is one of your buddies, CJ Wilson.
Yeah, absolutely.
McLaren P1.
Yeah.
Hybrid Lurple. And there's not that many of these.
No. How this thing is powered is 0 to none. And then the paint job on top of that is as much as my car in itself. This car was actually featured on Jay Leno's garage. If Jay Leno wants to see your car, you got something special. I mean, he's got multiple, dealerships. He does a heck of a good job in the race world. And why not have one of the best cars of, our lot, my generation. Pretty neat to be able to own one of those, to be able to afford one of those. And then, if you're going to own one, you might as well make it special and unique. So, hats off to him. It's a tremendous vehicle.
So if you're watching out there, if you need a car, go to CJ Wilson's car dealership.
Exactly.
If you need car advice, go to this guy, Adam Eaton.
I appreciate it.